Choosing gas blowback guns made Airsoft not only fun again, but a great experience. It changed the way I play and how I look on this whole thing. So my name is Bart and this is Flannel, as you well know. Today we're talking about why I chose gas blowback guns. So before we start, let's thank the main sponsor of the channel, AirsoftMania. Thanks to them, we can do a lot of cool stuff, including an upcoming review of the M16A1. Obviously, a gas blowback gun is one of my favorite guns of all time. And we're going full Vietnam with this one. So 2 years ago, I got my first long gas blowback gun. It was a second-hand WE Scar Age that you might remember from earlier videos. And yes, it was certainly a brand new experience for me because of how you have to actually conserve ammo, how you reload. You need to remember about the bolt catch, you need to remember about the bolt actually moving, and you know, recoil is one thing, but also the charging handle moving and slapping your thumb, giving you the scar thumb, is certainly not fun. And yes, so the experience of that is amazing. First of all, you obviously get the blowback, you get the recoil, and every gas blowback gun is gonna be different in that way. So the recoil impulse is gonna be different, and so every time you get a new gas blowback gun, you get to enjoy this for the first time all over again. The second thing is, as I mentioned, the manipulation. So you actually have to be aware of your pouch placing, the quality of the pouches, so you can actually reload on the run. And it is actually not a bad idea to practice those, because you will be reloading a lot due to lower capacity mags, which brings us to the how it changed the way I shoot. So first of all, you have to start conserving your ammo and be more aware of how much you shoot during engagements. So you can either time your tactical reloads when you are in cover and have a chance to reload in relative peace and quiet, or do your emergency reloads on the run while you're running out of ammo. So how not to get to that situation all that often is the second thing. So when you're playing with an electric gun and with high capacity mag, you can just lead on your shots. So you just pre-fire and just watch the string of BBs flying and then correct them onto your target. With gas blowback guns, you can't really do that because of the capacity limitation. So you have to actually learn how to zero your optic and then start using them. And this also is very fun, honestly. I don't really blind fire or pre-fire or lead on shots anymore. I have my optic zero on usually around 50 meters, and I've learned how to correct that after passing that distance. So we talked about the experience, so now we can move on to the way it changed I play Airsoft. First and foremost, it made me more aware of how important the communication between player is and the value of what is generally understood as fire and maneuver. So that also helps with creating just a much more fun experience and many more memorable moments, because once you go to a game and you get into a situation when you run out of ammo and you just see that guy and you do that emergency reload, you just dump this mag, smack one in, put the bolt catch off and get on the target, is just chef's kiss. Or when, thanks to the fire, maneuver and communication, you actually get a hang of a couple guys or your usual teammates, and you suppress a target while other element moves around it and closes and destroys the enemy, is just so satisfying. And while you can also do this with electric guns or HPA, the general limitations of gas blowback, especially in terms of ammunition, just makes it so much more fun and so much more satisfying. So to bring it all home, 2 years ago, I began my wonderful gas blowback journey, which now you are a part of as the viewers. And I would never swap it for anything else. There are people who were asking me why you didn't go HPA. It's the meta. It's because I don't like diving and I don't feel the need to bring scuba tank to an airsoft game. This is actually probably gonna be a whole video why I didn't choose HPA at some point. So yeah, to bring it all home in a nice and quick way, gas blowback is awesome. It will make airsoft much more fun. Maybe it will help you to rediscover how much fun airsoft can actually be. And yeah, so that's the video. Thank you for watching. Tell me why you went gas blowback or you didn't go gas blowback. What is your most memorable experience with gas blowback guns? And I will see you soon with more content.